Hey, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a lovely, productive day on today. In today's video, we are going to be going over strategies to help you boost your credit score. But before we get into it, make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and press that bell notification button so you'll be notified every single time that I post. So let's get into it. First things first is you want to be pulling a copy of your credit report. You can get a free copy of your credit report for free at annualcreditreport.com. I'll also put in the description box a link where you can pull it for a $5 7-day trial. But at annualcreditreport.com, you can pull it weekly for free. You want to pull a copy of your report. You want to highlight all errors, all inaccuracies, all collections charge-offs. You want to highlight all derogatory marks that you find. That is the first thing that you want to do. You want to work on sending out personal information letters, work on sending out inquiry letters, inquiries you're disputing that are not attached to an open account. And then you're going to work on, your charge off collections and so forth. Next, you want to make sure you don't have any late payments. If you don't know, late payments can drop your score up to 160 points. If you do have late payments, you want to work on getting those forgiven. You want to basically go to your creditor. You want to explain to them why you were late, make up a sob story. Maybe it was because health issues, or you just had a baby, or you went through COVID, you lost your job, whatever it was. Explain that in the letter. Tell them you will never be late from here on out. You're going to be set up on auto payment, and you're going to send this. You're going to send it by mail, or you can locate your creditor's email address. I'll put in the description box where you can locate creditor email addresses, but you're going to send them this letter. You're going to send it by mail. You're going to send it, every week, every 2 weeks, however it looks for you, you're going to send it. Now, keep in mind, some creditors, they just won't budge when it comes to asking to be forgiven. And if they don't, that's okay. You need to just work on being on time from here on out. But then you do have some that do actually forgive you, like Capital One. Capital One is such a forgiving bank. I always see success stories when they come to, sending goodwill letters, and they actually do reverse them and forgive you. So, like I stated, if you have a bank that's not forgiving, just work on being on time from here on out. And that actually was the third point. I was going to say, make sure that you're on time, because I stated again, when you make one single late payment, it drops your score up to 160 points, and your payment history is 35% of your overall credit profile. Make sure that you're paying your bills on time. If you know that you're going to be late, you need to work out some type of agreement with your creditor. Call them, explain to them what's going on. Don't just go without paying your bills. Now, the fourth thing is, if you have any collections reported on your credit report, you want to negotiate with those collection agencies. If you have like really small collections, you need to call them, ask them for a pay to delete to, hurry up and speed the process up, will get them collections off your report. Now, if you have time to actually sit and dispute, by all means, do that. You sit and dispute and get those collections off. Like I stated before, collections is one of the easiest things to get deletions on, because the companies a lot of times don't have the proper documents to collect on that debt. But again, like if you're in a rush, trying to buy a house, trying to buy a car, and you just need those collections gone ASAP, call them and work out some type of pay to delete to get those deleted, ASAP. But again, if you're paying any type of collections, you want to make sure that you get in writing a pay to delete letter, just in case you go to pay them and they don't delete it. You make sure that you have that letter so you can take it back to the credit bureau, just in case they try to play you down the road. So yeah, the next one is maintain a low credit utilization. Now, credit utilization is 30% of your credit profile. You need to make sure that on your statement date, you are reporting 10% or under. It's just going to be so much better. We were told 30%, is what looks best. But if you pay your credit down to under that 10% mark, you want to see your credit score jump like drastically, like it's really gonna jump. So make sure that on your statement date that you're reporting 10% or under. If you don't know when your statement date is, you can look on your statement. It's gonna say closing date or statement date, or you can call your creditor, and you can ask them for your statement date. Now, the next one is having a mix. You want to make sure that you don't just have, credit cards. You want to make sure that you have a long-term loan. So that could be like your mortgage or your car note. You want to make sure that you have a short-term loan. That could be a credit builder account. Self is really good. You also have kickoff. You want to make sure that you have, your credit cards in your name. Store cards, I really don't too much recommend. I really like those bank cards. So you want to make sure that you have those bank cards in your name. And you just basically want a credit mix. Credit mix is 10% of your credit profile. So it's kind of on the low numbers, but still, when you go to, applying for cars and things of that nature, those lenders want to make sure that you have a mix and they can trust you basically with anything. So yeah, make sure that you have a diversity of credit on your credit profile. And then my last one is you want to consider a credit builder. So as I stated before, if you don't really have a diversity of credit, you can do, self, you can do kickoff. It's so many more out there. I'll put in the description box as well that'll help you with your credit profile. But I typically have people sign up and they see up to 100 points, as time go on when they apply for these credit builders accounts. So yeah, that's pretty much some of the strategies that I recommend when it comes to credit. I'll do a part two for you guys, but this is the first part. If you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me directly. I'll put the link in the description box where you can book a free consultation with me if you need help, with your credit. If you need help with building, I also help you with that as well. Come up with the game plan with you, send it over to you, and you can get started. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much all I have. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.